So in this video, I will talk about an example using the commodity futures data from China. So in MATLAB, first we will import our data. So you can actually utilize any similar type of data for this example, which can also be like a stock market data. Our data is not very special. We have basically the close prices um, for 32 different type of commodities in the Chinese market. We have the high, low, and also open prices. So basically, you can utilize different data sets for the same code that I am gonna show here. So in this example, basically, first we are calculating our price for one of the products. So the first column is actually the soybean futures. So we just pick the first column as our main time series data, and then in the next step we can calculate our log returns using these close prices. So this is our log return calculation, and then we want to calculate the sample standard deviation and also the exponential weighted moving average, and then we want to create a plot. So you can see if we go a few steps here, so I just defined a rolling window. So this is the 22-day sliding window that I'm utilizing in this line to calculate the sample standard deviation. So we can see that we are calculating this using the last 22 days in our data. And the second array, or this vector we created for the volatility, we are going to store our basically exponential weighted moving average. So we have this lambda, which is 0.94. So we have this this is the variance from last time period I, and you have also the square of the last return that we observed in our sample. So basically we just have one if condition, because for the initial we need to have an initial volatility value to start to calculate the exponentially weighted moving average of our volatility. So we can see this is just once we complete this for loop, then we are going to obtain the squared, basically volatility squared for the exponential weighted moving average. So this is actually the variance, and for the other one we didn't square, so this is directly the standard deviation calculated from the last 22 days of our log returns. So if we just create a figure, so you can notice that first I'm plotting the first this is this sample standard deviation with the sliding window method, and the other guy here I'm taking the square root because I didn't take the square root before. So actually you can either take the square root in advance or in your figure, that's fine. And if we just continue, we can obtain the figure. So we can see the red line here is the exponential weighted moving average for the volatility of these this is the soybean futures data that we utilized, and the blue line is our sample standard deviation with a sliding window of 22 days. So basically this can be applied with other types of data as well.